precaution step. And then the fourth one, he also asked. He when he want to go to Medina, he does not go directly to Medina. He does not use the the main road, the road that is well known. He does not use this main road. He go the other way, the other direction of Medina. So if Makkah is this way, if Makkah is here, Medina is here, Rasulullah go the other way around and stay in the Gua Hira, is it? Right? Gua Hira. There is one place where he hide for a couple of days there. For a couple of days there. He stayed there with Abu Bakr alayhi salam. So this is amazing, you know. Rasulullah is somebody who protected by Allah, but he take a lot of strategic steps. And then another one, what he do is he asked son of Abu Bakr, which at the time is around 11 years old, 10 years old, something like that. He asked him to go around the market to hear if there is any development, if anybody knows whether Rasulullah went or went already, if they know the path of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he's sending the spy to the market, a kid as a spy. Okay, how many? 6 already? 7. He also asked some of the people to cover his track. Where so the camel usually when they walk on the sand there's a track. So he asked somebody to cover the track using the domba, the lamb, you know, the part of the sheep. Lamb is something that we can eat. That's the sheep. Okay. So it's covered. But although Rasulullah SAW had already taken these 7 steps and many more that we don't know, but he is really a very strategic person, smart, strategic, right? But still, the Quraysh tribe who want to kill him, they know what to do to deal with this kind of strategy. So what they do is they hire one guy who is really good at tracing the track in the Sahara desert, the Sahara desert, not desert, desert. Okay, so desert, Sahara desert. And as we know, there is a point where they catch up Rasulullah's plan, right? We know that Rasulullah is hiding behind the rock. There's like this, the rock like this, and then Rasulullah is behind below the rock, and they're already there. If only they look like this, a little bit like this, then they will find Rasulullah. And there is then Allah's help. In some narration, it says that Allah then some say they send the spider to cover the thing. So when they say, oh, this spider there, it's possible for somebody to get in there, and then this spider nest will not be broken. So here I also learned something, okay, that Allah also wants to show, no matter how smart you are, no matter how intelligent you are, still you need me. Still I'm the one who will decide what is the fate of you, what is your fate. Even Rasulullah SAW, maybe we all agree that he is like maybe the best human being of all, right? Compared to us who we are. We're just nobody. But even him, he needs Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help. So Also, okay, so this is the first thing that I learned. That Rasulullah is taking all possible thing that human being can do, okay, to achieve a goal. What is his goal? To arrive at Madinah safely, and he do with everything possible. The second one, the second one, 13 years he do uh, da'wah in Makkah. 13 years with the help of Quran, and we know if you guys looking into the Quran, you guys will know. We all know how powerful is Quran. We know that mujizat of Isa al-Masih, one of his mujizat is he can cure people. Why? Why Allah give this mujizat to him, to Isa al-Masih alayhi salam? Because at the time he is sent for the Romawi people, and Romawi people is well known for this their ability to cure people. They have this science of medical science at the time, and they are really good at it. And then Allah sent Isa al-Masih, somebody who can cure, even can rise people from death. Even if, which is something the illness that nobody can cure until now, right? Nobody can cure the illness of death. But so, and Rasulullah is sent for the Arabia Peninsula with Quran. And why? Because the Arabic people have a very good in their how to say like eloquent in their speech, this kind of thing. So Rasulullah sent with the mujizat of Quran. The Quran is very powerful. So with the help of the Quran and everything, 13 years of da'wah in Makkah, Rasulullah only able to persuade few people, not much. Let's say 10% or 20% of the whole population, not much. And we all know Rasulullah is also very good in his manner, in his he have everything, but still he only can persuade few people to enter Islam. But in the 10 years of his da'wah in Makkah, something happened in Madinah. It is called the War of Bu'as. The War of Bu'as. So in Madinah, there are two tribes in Madinah, Aus and Khazraj, and they are fighting each other all the time for the reason that only God knows. For a small thing, and then from one thing lead to another thing, lead to another, and then the war, the hatred keep growing, and then they fight every time they see the Aus see Khazraj, they will hate, and then there will be a fight. And then the biggest war at the time is Bu'as War. The Bu'as War at that time, many of the senior of Medina died in that Bu'as War, except a handful of people, like for example the leader of Munafiqun in Medina, Abdullah bin Ubay ibn Salul, right? So this is one of the senior at the time. So when Aus and Khazraj does not have senior anymore in their in the range of their leadership, what happened is it is easier for them to change the mindset because no more senior. Usually we know senior in our community, it's so hard for us to change their mind because they already have their own background built up for years, so it's hard for them to change, right? So only young people. There are two young people at the time in Medina, which is Sa'adain. They call it Sa'adain, two Sa'ad. and they agree that war only bring us down. Uh, we need to find something to bring us together. So at the time they heard one person in Makkah who spreading Islam, who's spreading a new religion, and they are not really they are quite familiar with the concept of religion, with the concept of al-kitab, with the concept of prophethood. They are familiar with it. Why? Because in Madinah there is Jewish people. Whenever the war between Aus and Khazraj happened, there are some Jewish community in the Aus, and there are some Jewish community in the Khazraj community. So whenever they fight and somebody lost, what happened? Somebody lost. What happened is they will say, "Wait until the prophet comes to us, and we will beat you all." This is what you see, because they are waiting for the Jew for their own prophet to come to their to Medina and then raise them. They will say, "Wait until our prophet come, like Musa come, even Fir'aun can be defeated. Wait until our prophet come, and you guys will be defeated." So Aus and Khazraj, they familiar with this, and then when they heard about one guy in Medina, in Makkah, who tried to preach some religion, so they sent some of their people there, and then try to find this guy, and they found Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, because of this, the number of people who enter Islam become so many. In only a few months, it increased from only like 12 people from Medina till 30 till hundreds of them. In a couple of months, in a couple of years, comparing to the first one. So one day, Aisha radiallahu anhu said that Mu'az is the gift of Allah to Rasulullah SAW.
Ada yang di luar enggak mic-nya.
So
yeah.
So this is the second thing, that although how many hard Rasulullah SAW tried, whether about the hijrah, whether about the da'wah, still Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is the one who comes to the rescue at the end of the line, at the end of the line. This is the second thing. So and until what time should we stop?
6:30.
6:30. Okay. There are many things actually, but what I want to tell you guys that as a Muslim, we need to follow this. It is hard for me to follow this, so I'm telling you guys. Maybe you guys can do it, but for me, it's quite hard to be able to do everything in your power to achieve one goal. So recently, I'm reading one book. The name of the book is The Merchant of Doubt. The Merchant of Doubt. It is a really interesting book. This is the book, Merchant of Doubt. Doubt. So penjual keraguan-keraguan. Merchant of Doubt. Yeah. So in this story, it is said that there are many big corporate big companies, multinational companies like cigarette company, the company that is influenced by the company that is influenced by the issue of global warming. For example, maybe there's some factory that because of their activity and the global warming happens, so they have to decrease their activity, which will decrease their profit. This kind of thing. And several other companies. These companies, they do this. They do as Rasulullah did. They try their best to fight their way out of the problem. For example, in 1960, in this book it says that in 1960, around 65,000 of scientists come together and they make a conclusion that cigarette is dangerous for the health. What did this company do? They don't just give up and then, okay, it's impossible to fight 65,000 people. It's impossible. 65,000 scientific result which say that cigarette is bad for your health. What they do? They don't give up. They do like Rasulullah did. Rasulullah does not give up. They also does not give up, but it's different goals. What they do is first they launch a campaign. They make a pamphlet. They send to all of the media, to all the scientists, showing their own result of scientific proof. Although not strong, but this is one of the ways. Second way is they inject more money into the research, which say that there's a possibility that cancer is not only caused by the smoke, but also by something else. And also, they're trying to. One thing that's really amazing, what they do is although they are already cornered, they're still fighting by saying that no. Maybe there's something else that you have not seen yet. Maybe something else that we still need to debate on. And this is doubt. This creates doubt in the human mind, which then will make them think, okay, probably cigarette company is right. Maybe smoking is not bad at all. And they are succeeding. Although many people are attacking them, they are still succeeding. In some years, it shows that their profit even increased more and more. It's not decreased. And now they are entering to other countries like Indonesia. In the USA, for example, they are beaten in USA. What happened is they cannot do advertising in USA. But here in Indonesia, they can do advertising easily. Even they do advertising targeting the children. So you can see that a lot of children smoke right now. Junior high school students, senior high school, they smoke. So this is the Sunnah of Rasulullah, but they took it because they want to get the money, profit oriented, money oriented. Also, but the global warming, the same thing. There are some companies who does not like the idea of global warming. They also fight this global warming. So the time is up. I want to conclude that as a Muslim, we have one agenda. We have one agenda. Our agenda is in the Al-Baqarah. If you look at the Al-Baqarah surah, there is one word. It says ummatan wasatan. The middle ummatan wasatan. Many scholars interpret it differently. One amazing thing is that wasatan is actually in the middle of that word wasatan is in the middle of the Al-Baqarah surah. That's the first thing. And another thing is wasatan, like for example between Christianity community, religion, and Jewish religion. We can see that Jewish people, they focusing too much on the knowledge of the religion, but what they do is they're trying to find some lack in their religion, so then they can follow the religion without burdening themselves. And for the Christianity, they are not really focusing too much on the knowledge of the religion. This is what I know. Therefore, they have many type of their kitab and of their Injil. Injil, this version of Injil, this version is Injil. And but we are in the middle. We focus on the knowledge, but we also uh, focus on. So okay, no time. So we are the umat of wasat. That we need to make sure that we bring ummah, the humanity to middle point. So let's try together, like what Rasulullah did, which is try as far as we can to achieve this goal. Thank you. I'm sorry if there is a mistake that I made. Let's close this with the particular majlis. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.